Welcome to Conscious Lifestyle Coaching. My name is Raileigh Easterling. Hello to the Instagram family and anyone else who will end up watching this on YouTube, TikTok, Facebook. And just thank you for being a part of this journey. I appreciate the likes, the follows, comments, and the shares as we continue to grow on this path. And this is just a reminder before I get to the message today that this channel is for those who are being activated to the conscious path, specifically conscious leadership at this time. So these messages are for the creatives, the entrepreneurs, the CEOs, the business owners, the visionaries, the leaders at this time are being called to soul purpose and soul path. So when you watch this, I'd love to hear from you how these messages are resonating. That way I could be more of service. And I have a very important message to share that I've written down about the activation we're experiencing at the collective level, and then how this might personally speak to you at this time. So if you're here, let me know who you are, and hopefully some more people come in a little bit. But for those who watch later, I want to share that on the collective scale, if you're being activated, hello Vezi, to conscious leadership at this time, then we are being pulled away from those structures as we've known it in order to be activated into our conscious awareness, into that creative soul purpose, that soul expression that is just dying to be coming out into the open, into the light, to be shared right now. And hello, Yoga Indra. We have to depart from that structure that we've been so used to for so long. And that is what many people are experiencing at a community level, at a national level. For example, I live in America. So the more that we are craving structure or trying to control it or establish it, the more we're witnessing it almost pull away from us. And that is the soul collective consciousness of desiring more spiritual freedom, more freedom of expression, for example, more unity, more harmony. So if you feel disturbed at this time, especially as we are about to transition into fall, so the return of structures and family units depending on these systems that are so turbulent at this time. Everything seems turbulent, and it's for a great purpose. It's of great design. So if you're being activated right now, it's because you're here to lead. You're here to create new structures, create structures for yourself, to become more self-guided. And when I say that again, I mean becoming more creative. So we're being called to think more for ourselves. And I wanted to share a direct download I received of what I'm talking about as we move forward, of what self-guidance even means. And if you watch later, I look forward to hearing from you about how this download this definition, because I'm a writer, I'm a scribe, I'm an oracle, about how this definition resonates with you. So, becoming self-guided. This is what came through today. This is not to say that you did not receive guidance elsewhere, but that you are setting an intentional transition in your life to think for yourself more and to build upon your own ideas to the extent that you are initially self-sustaining and eventually become at the service of others, based on original imagination and personal sacrifices. Oftentimes, a whole new system is created from the source of this person's own reception of a higher guidance, a direct download from God as love. Oftentimes, a community is gathered around this vision or is further developed and expanded by others with similar visions. In other words, the original birth of such a movement stemmed from love as the motivating and unifying factor. The original visionary has become awakened above a certain fear and has been gifted and blessed with a strategic and infallible solution. This vision becomes a pathway, a purpose for one's life. So that is the conscious lifestyle coaching definition. becoming self-guided. And again, these messages are really meant for people who are being activated to become more of a visionary, more of a conscious leader, whether that's in business or the arts, activism, wherever you are being called in your soul to lead consciousness towards more love, more peace, more abundance in a way that's sustaining for everybody. So So hopefully we can go back and listen to that vision, that download of what becoming more self-guided is at this time, especially when we feel we are in chaos. We feel confused because that safety paradigm as we've known it to be is seemingly crumbling before our eyes, often on social media, but in reality it is. And it doesn't seem that way to everyone. Not everyone is living in the vibration and the perception that systems are falling apart, they no longer work, they are corrupt. It seems ironic, but not everyone is thinking like that. There are many people who are very comfortable with their habits, with how everything is flowing at this time. So if you are activated and you are not comfortable with how systems are being played out right now, uh, how leadership is behaving at this time, if this has been affecting you mentally, emotionally, then it is because you're being activated again to lead and to create. And that is who I've been speaking to. And hey, Chainsaw Chain, you just missed the download, so please go back and watch this message that I received uh, and shared about how we're being guided at this time by the collective soul. And on a personal level, I have to say it's extremely uncomfortable as we step further into this leadership, our own creativities, building upon the visions that Source, Great Spirit, God has given us over the past couple years. And as you continue to commit to it, become devoted to your own soul's expression, it's so vulnerable. And it's been a very uncomfortable journey for me, but I'm finding a little bit more confidence, more empowerment. And if you're here, let me know who you are and how the messages have been resonating with you. If you have any questions or something you would like to say to the collective, I would love to hear it in the chat, and I'll share it on YouTube as well. So again, just thank you for building this community. Thank you for letting me know I'm not alone. And I pray that these messages continue to serve you, to motivate you, to continue to create, and to be bold with the creations that are flowing through you at this time. It kind of sucks sometimes being a creative entrepreneur or a visionary, or being guided to lead spaces when no one else is stepping up to the plate. It sometimes doesn't even have to be your project or your business, but no one is stepping to the plate. So if you've downloaded creative inspiration that you know comes from a higher power, that power being love, then it is your activation. It is your time to step forward. And I will keep reminding you until you do. Until you get on a live with me, until you partner with me, or at least I see you out here leading your own movements in your own way. I'm going to keep being here and speaking to you as long as you allow me to. So, as we step further into our divine destinies at this time, again, it's going to be uncomfortable. It's going to be stretching our ego. And I particularly want to share before I go today that as you start to speak the truth of your soul, that soul message that has come through from the Most High, from God, getting personal. Yeah, I'm getting personal. As we share our story, remember, this is my last little advice as you step forward in your own leadership. As you share your story, your perceptions of the world as you see it, remember, you will be questioned. People will want to argue with you. You may become gaslighted. So, with the first book, people in my family saying that's not how it happened. Well, it was my experience, that was my perception, and I've been given the gift of writing, and I'm going to share it, and no, you cannot stop it. Very uncomfortable position to be. So, as you're stepping into your own activation, what it is you are gifted in to share, are you ready for that? Are you ready for people to fight against your truth, your story, your expression, how you lead, how you create? And are you going to be willing and brave enough and devoted to this soul path enough that you continue forward anyway? Not because you don't care about other people's feelings or their thoughts, but because when you've been called to create something, you have to continue to honor the original design. And that is why I love being a poet. There's not much structure I really have to adhere to. This is my soul's expression. So you don't have to be a poet. If you're just in business or working for someone else, how can you honor, again, that soul expression coming through? Because we're all being activated right now to build better systems, more sustainable systems that honor earth consciousness, creating a legacy behind us that's going to honor the children, even if you don't have children, but leaving a legacy behind you of love, of peace. There's no more waiting on it. Eventually your time is coming. If you're listening to me still, this is your time. You've already been activated. You've already received the vision, the strategies, and now it's just time to create and to express. And yes, it is you. You're the one that has to do it. So thank you so much for listening. And thank you for everyone who's going to watch later. If you're in here and you would like to continue this conversation, I would love to hear from you in the chat, who you are, where you're listening in from, and how you're being activated to become more self-guided at this time. And please watch this video again later, as I shared a direct download from Spirit about what self-guidance is really turning into at this time, and why we're experiencing that chaos in our mind that really we feel drained. Vezi says, there comes a time when the path to your highest timeline is non-negotiable, when there is no other way to live but through love and from love. Listening from South Africa, 1:42 a.m. Very cool. Did you read my blog I posted yesterday about manifesting more commitment? And if you click the link, I actually wrote about devotion. And I had a very similar download of how I define devotion at this time. Very similar to yours, Vezi. So we are definitely spiritually aligned there. It absolutely feels non-negotiable when we're activated to a soul vision, not because we're imprisoned by it, but because we're that trusting, that much in love with the higher guidance coming through from God, from the universe, from source, however you define that higher love for you. We trust it that much that we become one with it. We're not seeking other options. We are totally fulfilled. It is our purpose, and we love it. We love every moment of it, even when it does cause some suffering. So if you're activated, if you already know your highest timeline, that's beautiful. That is such a whole and complete feeling. That is someone who is pouring selflessly from the heart. And that is a leader. That is a conscious leader. So thank you, Vezi, for activating yourself through that. It's beautiful. Gloria, listening from Houston, Texas, welcome. Nice to meet you. And I think that's all I wanted to share. If you want to share any more affirmations or prayers on this topic in the chat, I would love to read it again to the collective people who watch these messages on YouTube, TikTok, Facebook. And want to invite you all one last time to the Ascension Seminar. It's happening this Saturday, August 9th at 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. It's only $25, and you'll be able to meet face-to-face virtually with people from around the world. And we're going to meditate for 3 hours together and have live group discussions discussing the conscious path as it's happening right now. And again, these messages are for those who are on the path of self-development, healing, and spirituality. And we can learn from each and every one of us. So the Ascension Seminar is called Shift from Intention to Commitment. So whatever it is we're being activated right now, we're going to receive direct clarity, and we're going to hold each other accountable to continue to create and establish and build upon those exact visions that we are receiving. And it sounds silly and simple, but when you are activating in this group space, it becomes undeniable, non-negotiable, as Vezi in the chat has said. And it's for you ultimately. It's clarity for you. We're not here to judge or necessarily check in all the time, making sure we're working hard enough, but um, it's to receive more clarity from your own soul in a group space that can understand and maybe are being activated similar places around the globe right now to build similar visions. So that's August 9th, and you can learn about my upcoming programs at my website, consciouslifestylecoaching.com. Yes. That is the beauty of Vezi, not having to explain ourselves. It is a gift. And that is why I love being a coach for whoever it resonates with. I provide that sacred space for someone where you don't have to convince me of who you are, who God says you are, who Spirit says you are. I'm here to hold you accountable to your own higher self. And it's a beautiful space. So my last offering that is also upcoming is my 30-day coaching portal, and that starts August 11th. Yeah, Monday, August 11th. So next week, it's a 30-day period where we're going to travel through 4 weeks together, 60-minute sessions every week, and I help hold space for spiritual guidance, conscious business advice, journaling, affirmations, and more self-development worksheets. So if you're ready to have that accountability, that motivation, that clarity, and receive deeper insights, some tools from me, someone who's been on this path for a while, this 30-day coaching portal is specifically for those who've been dreaming. You've been receiving downloads, visions, sometimes actual dreams about what you should be doing. And I'm going to help make sure that you do it. So by the end of the 30 days, we're going to have something that you can hold in your hands and see with your eyes. And hopefully you fall in love with your own soul's activation just as much as I have. And this is for everyone. This is for people who've been in industries, who've been CEOs for decades, and people who've never thought about becoming an entrepreneur or an artist. And thank you for listening. Chains on Chain is a deep and amazing soul brother. He's been on this path for a while as well. So I hope to see you in the Ascension Seminar upcoming. Appreciation to you, Rock Maine. But yes, sharing love and gratitude to you all. I hope to see you again in these upcoming programs. I'm having a baby soon. Yeah, any day now, honestly, the next couple weeks, but I've timed it to where I'm giving you the last of me until I officially become a mother in these upcoming programs this weekend and next week. And then, 2026, there'll be more programs available, but these are for really the level 1. You're just dreaming, so it's more of a slower paced atmosphere. Congratulations to your new soul freedoms, Vezi. Yes, letting go of control and letting love lead. And that is all that great spirit, particularly I've been speaking with Pachamama, the great mother, as I, am about to embark through my labor journey to have this baby. And the more we're seeking control in our lives, the more it's taken away, but it's the most beautiful place to be. That is when we are in that sacred womb of divine creation with our lives. So if you've just transitioned to a whole new life path, new journey, you've let go of relationships, businesses, then I'm that person for you. I'm called to people who are at that crossroad in their life, particularly because it can be a scary place, but I see it as the most beautiful. So if you just need some support and loving guidance, I'm here for you. So reach out anytime, send me an email, share your story. I love when people write to me, and I try to write back to everyone else as I can. And yeah, just thank you so much. So I'm burning up because I'm activated in the spirit right now, so I'm gonna come offline. But again, reach out to me anytime. I'm here for you. And again, peace and love to you. Continue to honor your own thoughts. You're allowed to think for yourself. You're allowed to build your life based on the destiny that God has spoken to you. So may you continue to protect your soul's vision at this time. May you continue to honor it, and may you continue to receive the support that you deserve. and that is available. When you're ready for it, it is here. Love and light to you as well. So I'll see you all again soon. Peace and love.